So let's do it. Today I bring to you something, a feature that will make a lot of difference in your life if you use a lot of tabs, a lot of worksheets in your workbook. And why is that? Because it's a pretty much simple thing for you to sort a table in Excel. You can sort alphabetically, and it's pretty much easy, to put that a table in order. So in this class, I'm going to teach you to do exactly the same thing with your tabs, with your worksheets in your workbook file. Okay, so if that's your first time here in the channel, my name is Marcos Rodelo, and every week I bring lots of solutions, lots of help for you to improve, to make your reports more automatic, for you to spend less time in your projects and keep always improving your workbooks there. Okay, so just you can hit the like button there to help us here, and subscribe to the channel to be notified all our lives here. We will be notified to follow our class. So let's start. Let me get myself here. I'll bring myself to the corner as usual. Here we go. Be careful with me there. Come on. Okay, great. And we're going to start from a blank worksheet. Okay, there's nothing here. It's a pretty blank, and it's not shown here. No, it's good. Okay. So I have a few tabs that I have created previously. So it's not a completely blank. Okay, I have just created those tabs. There's nothing in them, just for us to have something to sort. Okay, and now let's go to the code. Alt F11. We are here in the VBE, Visual Basic Editor, and I'm going to insert a module here. Module, okay, here we are. I'm going to create a sort tabs. That's the name of my subroutine. And with this subroutine, I will need two variables. Okay, two variables. We're going to use dim previews as long, and dim next as long. So we have next, it's a keyword here, so I'm going to use the V of variable before the name. Okay, V previous and V next. Why is that? Our code will work with some principles here. We want the tabs to talk between them, to interact between them. So the tab G will look to the tab P and we'll say, oh, who come first, you or me? Once they have decided that, they will move to set things right in their position here in our workbook. I know that speaking like that, it seems to be a bit strange, the tabs to talk, to check in which position they belong to, but you will see that it's pretty much simple. Okay, for example, I'm going to show you here that VBA, it's something much how can I say that to you, much more relevant, much more true than Excel. Okay, VBA, it's bigger than Excel. How's that? If I write here VBA, and in the next cell I'm gonna write Excel. Okay, so VBA and Excel. VBA, it's a true thing if we compare with Excel. VBA, it's bigger than Excel. I'm going to prove to you. VBA C4, it's bigger than Excel. You may think right now, Marcos, are you sure you're comparing two texts to see which one is bigger? It's about the character number, the amount of characters? No, it's not. I'm talking about which one is bigger. Check this out. True. VBA, it's bigger than Excel. It's a true thing. And why is that? Because this test, this logical here, it's working with the alphabetical position of those two texts. Check this out. I'm going to make the order, the alphabetical order, just a few. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we have all those letters here. And I'm going to show you that B, it's bigger than A. True. B, it's bigger than A. And now if I drag this thing, all of them will be true. All of them. And if we do the other way around, if I do the B, it's less than A, lesser than A, so we have a false. All of them will be false, okay? This is about alphabetical position. So you can compare two texts and for them to know which position they are going to belong, if it's true or not, okay? So you may compare two texts, checking if they are bigger or not with the Boolean comparison, okay? And that's what we're going to do right here. I'm going to, here, we're going to work with two loops, okay? I'm going to work with two for next loops. So for V previous equals to 1, 2 sheets count less 1. Next, V previous. So for V previous, 1, 2 sheets count less 1. What I'm talking here, what I'm trying to do, it will work with the first worksheet until the before the last worksheet, okay? It won't go into the last because the other loop will do this job, okay? That's what we're trying to create in here. So the previous go to 1 until sheets count. It will count the amount of worksheets less 1 worksheet. And the next one will do for V next equals to V previous, this number here, okay, V previous, less 1. V previous less 1, no, plus 1. The next one, 2 sheets count. Next, V next. So look to these two here, okay? It's not showing completely in the up screen here, but you can check this out. 1 go to 1 until the before. That's why it is the previous one, okay? So when it starts, the V previous will be the 1. It will work with this tab here, the G tab. And the other one, V next, will get the V previous position plus 1. So it will be the P here. And they will compare to each other. And when they figure out the position that they belong, they may move this worksheet accordingly to make the position correct. That's what we're going to create here. So right now we have the both loops And we need to make the test, okay? Now comes the test. Opa. Now, this test will be a if, and I'm going to create sheets, previews, sheet, previews will move, previews, let me see, it will come G and P. If this guy here, it's the next. If it is less than this one, okay, so if V next, it's name, it's less or lower, smaller than sheets, V previews, name, then, so, and if. So, if this guy next, it comes before, okay? So A, it's smaller than B. In this case here, G is smaller than P. So I'm saying if V next is smaller, then I'm going to move V next, okay? So let's just think something here. P and A, for example. P would be the previous, A would be the next. So if this guy here is less than, smaller than, or saying it comes first in the position than this one, I'm going to move this guy before the P worksheet. So the next, so sheets, next, move, before, sheets, V previews, sheets, V next, move, before, sheets, V previews. This code should be enough to make our sorting here, okay? It's a pretty short code. I brought this immediate here for us to make a slow execution for you to understand. I don't want you to copy this code and get crazy applying this code to everything that is around you. No, I want you to understand the code, then you will be able to recreate it if need be, okay? So I'm going to introduce a lot of pause here. Why is that? Because I'm using Google Drive, and using Google Drive, the F8 key shortcut doesn't work properly, okay? That's why I'm doing this. Let's start it. I'm going to make a debug print, with the name, with this name here. Previews first, let me use previews first, name, and then debug print, sheets next. Then we can see the names that it's been used here in this window. Let's start this one, F8, it's starting, debug previews, debug next. So this is previews and this is next. I'm going to make a better thing here. V previews, and now there's no mistake for you to get confused about it, okay? Now we're good to go. Let me put that back. F8, here we go. So previews, next. There is no P here, okay. Next. G and P, that's what they're comparing here. So next, P, it's bigger than previous. So F8, and it doesn't go in the if. Okay, it's a false, so it won't get in here. Good to go. G, it's okay. If we compare with P, it's everything okay. In the next one, however, we have, let me clean this up here. We have previous G and next A. That's a problem because it's wrong, okay? It will have to order. So it will be compared, and now it will change the position. So A, it's right here. It was comparing with G, right? So first, it will compare the first one with all other tabs. And if it doesn't work in the first time, it will work in the next times to come. So I'm going to remove all those things here. I'll go until this next previous and F5. Check this out. That's what it got, okay? It can be improved. So let's go to the next one, F5, 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 and it's rearranging itself. Let me just make it until the end. And we have a perfect order here in our worksheets, okay? That's how it works. And then you may think, but Marcus, and if I wanted the other way? I want to start with X and ending with A. Okay, no big deal. We just have to change this part here, less than for bigger than, and F5, and we have the inverse, the other way around, okay? So it's pretty much simple for you to make this kind of order, just changing this, this data here, and it's all in order again, okay? I started making some research about that code, and when I realized how simple it was, I thought I have to bring this to the channel because it's a very important thing to do and very easy to accomplish, okay? So if I have added some data to you, some information, if you're happy about this content, please give us a like already and subscribe to the channel. Every week we bring new information to you, new data for you to help you improve your VBA coding, your reports in Excel, your dashboards, all of your files, and spend less time with your tasks daily, okay? So I'm waiting for you in our next class.